Okay, everyone, thank you all for tuning into this episode of our not episode, but this week's Gypsy Witch class. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be teaching you all about in the Gypsy Witch class is to basically how to use it. So I want to be using what's called the Lenormand deck, Blue Lenormand. You can find it on Amazon. It's going to have this on the back of it. It's going to have about 41 playing cards. You can use this deck for this exercise. You can also use the traditional Gypsy Witch deck. You can get it on Amazon for about $5. I suggest you purchase a couple of these. If you don't have a Gypsy Witch deck, the other thing that you can use is a regular playing card deck. Okay, let's show you all some regular playing cards if you're not familiar with what a regular playing card will look like. Okay, so you can use just a regular playing card deck. I got this one from Dollar Tree. Okay, all right. So the first thing I want to talk to you all about is what's called a significator card. A significator card is also known as a focus card. It's a card that's specifically pre-selected from the deck to represent a situation. For example, if this card is the card of the ring, okay? It's the Queen of Hearts. So the Queen of Hearts signifies a marriage, right? The Queen of Spades, she represents in this deck love, all right? The King of Hearts represents partnership. The Six of Hearts represents a home or a house. Wait, this is the Eight of Hearts, I'm sorry. The Six of Hearts represents a home or a house. The King of Spades represents marriage. Now, these cards are significator cards, okay? A significator card, again, is the focus of a reading. Any card can be a significator card. Please do not ask a stupid-ass question, are these the only 5 cards that are significator cards? Please just don't be that damn slow. Please, y'all. All right, so if, for example, I'm doing a reading on Beyonce, and I'm like, well, I want to know about Beyonce's business deals. I'm going to select this card as her significator card, the card of partnership. If I want to do a reading on whether she's going to divorce Jay-Z or not, I'm going to pull up her marriage as a significator card. If I want to know if Beyonce is going to be able to sell her home in LA, I'm going to draw the home as a significator card. Now, I'm just going to draw a random card. I'm just talk about how it could be a significator card. So this is the heart, okay? If I want to look into someone's health problems, I'll select the heart, okay? There are other cards that can represent health problems too. A significator card is a card that you pre-select from a deck to represent a situation. If you don't know what the word pre-select means, anyway, so you pre-select the card from the deck to represent a situation, a problem, or the person in question, okay? So sometimes if you're looking for a significator card, people that want to do readings on me, what significator card do they often choose? People are either going to choose the Magician because that's my birth card, or they're going to choose the King of Clubs, which is also my birth card, okay? If I wanted to do a reading on Peach Blossom, Priestess Peach Blossom, I'm going to choose the King of Hearts because Priestess Peach Blossom was born on August the 26th. Therefore, she's a King of Hearts. In the Lenormand system, The woman and the man cards also will always represent your client. Okay. So the woman and the man, they are in the Gypsy Witch deck known as the Two of Diamonds. The Two of Diamonds is the woman, and the man is known as the Two of Hearts. Okay. So these are the two most common significator cards you'll use. So you'll either use the man or the woman when you're reading for a client. If the client is transgender, gender fluid, gender neutral, you want to look at their polarity, okay? And their polarity being masculine or feminine. So the card will always represent your client, the person that's getting the reading, or a specific situation. When you pick a card to represent the topic or the subject that you're reading about, you activate within that card the specific concerns related to that topic. For example, if I want to know about the cat that I'm about to have in August, I'm going to get the card of the dog. Okay? There's an actual cat. Sorry. There it is right there. The cat card. All right? I'm going to get the card of the cat to do a reading on my cat. Activating a card sets the intention of the card. Okay, when you pre-select the card, you already activate the card. You put your intentions into it. If you all watch my video on sigil crafting, or even my video, The 7 Principles of Ancestral Worship, which is available on YouTube for free, then you would know 1 second of intention is a magical spell. So just by taking a millisecond to pre-select the card, you've already put your intention into the card. Therefore, if I pre-select this card to represent me, magically, this is now me. Okay? My energy is in this card. When you activate a particular card for particular people, topics, or concerns, you cast this card as though it's an actor on a stage. Okay? This is the actor. This is the protagonist. So if you've watched the TV show Scandal, then you know Olivia Pope is a protagonist, okay? The woman. If you've watched Living Single, that's an ensemble cast, so it may be difficult for you to determine who the protagonist is, okay? If you've watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, something similar. If you watch SpongeBob SquarePants, then obviously you know SpongeBob is the protagonist. Those are all the main character is always going to be known as the significator card. The main character is a significator. All right. So, for example, the snake, that person, the significator card plays a certain role in a relation in a reading. Meaning, like the snake can serve as a missing item, or it can serve as a two-faced friend, depending on the reading. Okay. The ship can represent a trip. The ship can represent a mode of transportation. You know what I'm saying? It's like you when somebody asks the question, every time you do a Gypsy Witch reading, you have to be able to know what cards in this deck are going to be the significator card, okay? So if I'm doing a reading on my business relocating, and I have a regular deck of playing cards, then I'm going to use the 5 of Diamonds, because the 5 of Diamonds represents relocation, okay? If I'm using the Gypsy Witch, so if I'm using the Gypsy Witch cards, I am going to use, where is it at? If I'm talking about relocating my business, I'm going to use this card. The 7 of Hearts. The 7 of Hearts is a card of the stork, okay, and the Gypsy Witch. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, and I know y'all are going to ask these asinine questions, if I'm using the Gypsy Witch And you said the 5 of diamonds means that you said the 5 of diamonds means that you're supposed to move, and the stork means that you're supposed to move. Which one is more effective? Both of them. Do not over intellectualize this. Okay? As soon as you start intellectualizing the gypsy witch, I'm done with you. Like, as soon as you start making this more complicated than what it is, I really can't work with you, because it's very simple. It's common sense. This card and this card hold, okay, these two cards hold the same value, okay? Meaning that the stork represents a change in residence. The 5 of diamonds also represents a change in business location or a change in residence, okay? So you can use either one. The gypsy witch includes multiple different systems. The gypsy witch has okay, so it's 3 systems. No, it's like 4. The gypsy witch has 54 cards in it. So it's a standard playing card deck, okay? The gypsy witch has 54 cards. It's a standard playing card deck. So this means you can use it to play spades. You can use it you can use a gypsy witch and use this book. You can use this book to understand the gypsy witch. As you can see right here, on the side right here, there are words, okay? There are words or instructions. You can follow the instructions on the cards only if you're using the traditional gypsy witch system. Please do not confuse this. Please understand what I'm telling you. You can only use these instructions if you are using the traditional gypsy witch system. I'm teaching you how to use the traditional gypsy witch system. Okay? The image is an oracle. The image is an oracle. You can use this as just an oracle card deck. Okay? You can use it as a playing card deck. You can use it as an oracle deck. All right? You can take out all the 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s, okay, from this deck. And you'll have the Lenormand system, this deck right here, okay? This deck right here has less cards in it than this deck, okay? These two decks will not have the same associations in them. For example, the lady in this deck is the Ace of Spades. And you get 2 ladies. Okay? I know that I probably said some confusing stuff, and I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to ask you all to go ahead and ask your questions. Ask your questions now in this video so that people can always go back and reference this video and get their questions answered. So what questions y'all got so far before I begin? Do not be afraid to ask questions. It's better to ask the questions now than to ask them later. Ask your questions now, because if you try to ask them later, I'm going to be referencing you back to this video. Are we clear about how the Gypsy Witch is working? You can only follow the instructions on the Gypsy Witch card if you're going to use the system that I'm talking to you about.
Understood, Hugon.
Thank you, Ms. Smith.
You're welcome.
Aisha, can you can you explain? Okay, so you know how to use the Gypsy Witch. Okay, so when I say the Gypsy Witch jumps systems, can you explain what I mean by that?
Yeah. Okay, it's the way I understand it is it has the pictures on the card, the actual playing card, the cartomacy reference, and the the writing on the card that corresponds to the traditional spread that you would use. And you would have like your significator card in the middle of the spread, and you organize 8 cards around it, or you pull 8 cards and you organize them around your significator card. So that's like what, 2 systems already.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it's a little fuzzy. I know there's also references for tarot as well, or oracle. I'm not too sure about that.
It's oracle.
Oracle.
The images are the oracles.
Right. Anything I'm missing?
No. So like can you explain like what it's like when you've done your readings? Because sometimes like, as I've shown you, you have to read it Gypsy Witch, and then the way that you've read is like you've applied the Gypsy Witch meanings, you did the oracle meanings, and then you did the cartomancy meanings.
Right. Yes.
Can you explain your process?
Okay. With the traditional spread, I really wish I could just do it.
Okay. I got you. No, it is hard to explain. You just got to do it.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you fine. You're right. It is. I just got to do it. It's something that you actually just have to do in order to see it in action. So once I do it, maybe you can like add to it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So everybody, I want you to go ahead and get started. Pick your significator card. Okay. Pick your significator card. I'm going to choose for my significator card. I'm going to choose the woman because I'm going to do a reading on Tisha. Do you mind, Tisha?
No, I don't mind.
All right. So I'm going to do a reading on Tisha. So tell me which card. Tell me why. Can somebody tell me why I'm using the woman as my significator?
The main. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Aisha.
That's the main. The subject of the reading.
Right, but why am I using the woman?
Is it about Tisha?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. But what's the reading on?
It's because I'm a female, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The common sense question. Yeah.
And she's the subject of the reading. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you both.
Okay.
So she's a female. Very simple. What significator cards did you all choose and why?
I chose the 9 of diamonds, the health card, and I chose it just because I'm coming down with a cold. So I just said choose the health card.
Okay. Thank you. So the first thing that we're gonna do. Oh shit, y'all got 2 views of me. Shit. If y'all do the gallery view, what's up, bitches? All right. So the first thing that we're gonna do, shuffle y'all's cards. Do not ask me how many times you're supposed to be shuffling. Y'all are too old for that. I've raised y'all at this point, Just shuffle y'all's cards, okay? So my reading is, what is a message about Tisha's relationship? All right. The first thing that we are going to do what's called the near spread. Okay? So if you all are using Gypsy Witch, you've seen the spread, be like, okay, if this card is near this card, then do this. If this card is distant, then do that. Okay? The near spread is used to talk about what is within the client's control. What can you do right now about what you're going through? Okay? So what can Tisha do? What can she do to change her reality with her relationship? We don't know nothing about it. But let's see what the spirits are saying. You're going to pull 8 cards and you're going to put them around this card, okay? It does not matter the order that you do it in. Your ancestors will tell you what order you're supposed to do it in. Do not make this complicated. Pull the 8 cards. Any questions thus far? Tisha, I can't make this up even if I tried, baby. I know your heart over there beating. You like, what the fuck he got to say? Lord, I hate I'm the teacher lesson. Lord.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
We ain't ready yet. Okay. Y'all got y'all's 8 cards out, right?
Yes.
The first thing that you want to do is look at the instructions on all the cards and follow the instructions on all the cards, okay? Look at the instructions on all the cards, follow the instructions on all the cards. So in this reading, let me see. All right. Okay, so the key is near. Okay, this is the near spread. The key is near. The key is near her. The key is near her, and this means that she's gonna be successful. Okay, there's some success here. The money safe is shut towards her. Okay, the money safe is shut. Okay, the door of the money safe. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, this is the key. The key is above her. The money safe. You see where the door is open? The door is shut right here, okay? It's shut. The shut part is facing her, all right? The clouds towards the person indicates divorce, okay? The clouds towards the person indicate divorce. These are the dark sides of the clouds, okay? These are the bright sides, okay? So the door, this is shut. The clouds are here, okay? I'm trying to see if there's anything else. The other thing is, this is very interesting. She has the number 24, okay? The part of partnership. According to the instructions, when the card is near the number 47, it indicates friendship that's going to turn into love. Okay? So Tisha, have you picked up anything so far? Can you picking up the hints?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so I'm not making this up. All right, so that's the first thing that I did. I followed all the near instructions. So the first part, if Tisha as my client would say, Tisha, following the Gypsy Witch instructions, the first thing that I do, okay, the first step, following the instructions. Tisha, the first thing that I'm seeing is that the money safe is closed shut, which is talking about a loss. And the clouds are near you, which is talking about divorce. So this lets me know that you feel like you're about to lose a person. Okay? The other thing that I saw was that the partnership card is here with the marriage card, meaning that there is a partnership that's going to turn into love. Okay? Is everybody following along? The number 26 is here. The part card. It says that the part card is near, then there's love that's nearby her, okay? There's love near her. So Tisha, are you worried about losing somebody that you're developing a loving romance with, and there's love actually near you?
Yes.
Okay. The Gypsy Witch uses a lot of logic. It's a very logical deck, okay? It does not require that much intuition. It's that powerful. No intuition is required. Just follow the instructions. Now that I've followed the instructions on the deck, I want to now read the cards as an oracle. I have the wedding plus the key plus the letter. You're waiting on somebody as far as your love life. You're waiting on somebody to send you a message that they are ready to get married to you. We have the money safe, closed shut, the clouds, and the woman. So there's a woman that feels that she's about to break up with somebody. And she's been hoping for a marriage or a proposal or an engagement, okay? And perhaps this person is going to do it by a letter or a text message. She has love near her, okay? So she has love near her. She's in a relationship because the partnership card is here. I have the partnership, and the wine, okay? The wine symbolizes cheerfulness. So she's in a happy relationship. She feels that she's going to lose it, but she's hoping that she's going to get married. Tisha, is this correct?
Yes.
Who needs help so far? Who needs help interpreting what they got?
I don't need help, but I can what I got.
What's up?
Okay. So right next to on the left of Tisha's card, I got the lion, and it says that it presages a sudden shock from bad news. And to the right of her card, I also got the fox. And this says that if it's in close proximity, I can't make that word out. Distrust.
I know girl. It's a typo.
Okay.
Like it's got to be, because that ain't no word.
Okay. Distrust of acquaintances who are seeking to betray you. Okay, so this was right next to you. So they're saying that there's some acquaintances who are seeking to betray you because this card was right to the right of your card, Tisha. And I also got on the top right-hand corner the birds. And this one was significant to me because it says that it could signify dire misfortune and fierce enemies when near. And if far away from the person with a 7, 16, 12, or 22 between, a chance to avert the evil spell. And so over on the left side of that row on the end, you got a number 16. So there is, it's saying that you will avert this. And that kind of brings me back to the fox card. Speaking of acquaintances seeking to betray you, I move down to the bottom row, and I have the house, and this one is a card indicating success. And if it is present, if present condition is unpleasant, the future will be happy and prosperous. Also predicts marriage, which is kind of picking up on what Puganzo was saying in his reading.
Aisha, girl, when I tell you, bitch, you was on point. Like, girl, you don't. Woo! Tisha.
Yes, she is.
Tisha.
It's crazy.
And Oh, I'm sorry. I also got the letter card as well, which is another sign of good tidings and unexpected good fortune.
Tisha, you got anything to say?
Thank you.
Okay, wow. Aisha. Okay, so y'all, in case y'all didn't know, Aisha is the Six of Clubs. And y'all know them Six of Clubs. They look, y'all heard me say this. They are very intuitive.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's insane. Aisha, like wow, like I'm really because I
Wow.
know Tisha and I know like I'm looking at the cards and I'm just like, girl, I know what these are talking about. Like that's insane that you don't know her. And
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You did doing good, girl. Like you got it, girl. You got it. All right. Okay, so now that I followed the instructions and I read the oracle, I can do traditional cartomancy. I have the King of Spades, the Four of Clubs, and the King of Diamonds. Okay, these three. This first row of cards is talking about there's a gentleman that you're dealing with that's working really hard, but perhaps he needs to work his own business and he's not satisfied with his job because the Four of Clubs represents mental satisfaction, and I feel that this person is a manly person who is very skilled and is not satisfied with his work. The Three of Diamonds, the Two of Diamonds, and the Seven of Spades. The Seven of Spades represents illness. So this means that for this person is suffering from unemployment, and they are trying to they're trying to figure out who to partner with or what business to partner with. But basically, they're trying to find an institution that can meet their financial interests. But right now, they're stressed right now because the Seven of Spades represents like stress on the physical body. I have the Nine of Clubs, which means letting go of things that no longer serve you in your head. Like you let go of things in your head that are not serving you. I have the King of Hearts, which represents like a paternalistic person, and the Queen of Clubs. So and the Queen of Clubs usually represents a mother or a woman that wants to be pregnant, or she's been married. So this is basically saying that both of you all have to let go of some ideas about life in order to get married to each other. So perhaps you can avert some of the misfortune that Aisha saw by you all communicating with each other and saying, hey, this is what I used to think about life, and this no longer serves me, and it's not going to serve me in getting married. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Aisha, what you got?
One moment. I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. I'm sorry. Do I need to give you a second?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So while Aisha helps us, I wait for Aisha to help us. We're gonna move back into this. Okay. So now let's read these cards oracally in a diagonal way. Okay. Oracle diagonal. The marriage card, the woman, cheerfulness. So getting married is gonna make Tisha happy. Okay. Not only that, she's waiting on this person to say that he loves her. If I read it going up and down from this row here, the key, the woman, the partnership, the key to happiness for her right now is to be in a relationship. She really wants to be in a relationship. Okay? You all see how I did that? Tisha, did I say anything that was inaccurate?
No, it's been very accurate.
Okay, so this is how you do the Gypsy Witch system. These are only 9 cards, y'all, and this is how much information we done got so far. This is insane, right?
It is.
All right. So we're now going to talk about the distance spread. Okay. Have y'all have y'all been wondering what the distance spread is? Do y'all know what it is? Know how to use it? Yes or no?
The
No.
distance spread are the things that are out of your control.
Yes, exactly. Things that you cannot change. So what does this mean? She can change this, as Aisha's reading stated. Aisha's reading stated this doesn't have to be this way. My reading shows it doesn't have to be this way either, because I said if both of y'all just let go of these values that are no longer serving y'all, these ideas that are no longer serving y'all, y'all can get married. That's in y'all's control. Aisha, I'm not trying to rush you, but I don't want to move on if you're
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll start with the 9 of Hearts that I got, which is the universal love card. And this card is telling you of great fulfillment, great loss, or both. And I'm going to move on to my Jack of Spades that I got here, which is the Actor card. And this one speaks of an excess of mental power and creativity. You can either become a visionary, a spiritual leader, and it says, or a thief. Sorry. This one, it represents the spiritual initiate. And yeah. Moving on, I got the Ace of Diamonds, rather, pardon. And here we are. And this speaks of the desire for love and money. So this has been coming up often, and you can express this in a variety of ways, but to have both money and love at the same time, your nature is focusing all of yourselves on one particular direction to the exclusion of others. And I think this is saying that you should basically not be impatient, try not to be selfish, or act as a mercenary to get the full benefits of your desires for love and money. Moving on, have the Ace of Hearts, desire for love. And this is the first card of the deck, and it also has a desire for money also as well. Okay, and this is also speaking of being prone to selfishness. Selfishness, impulsivity. Is this a double ace? Yeah, and this is picking up on a double ace influence because you have the Ace of Diamonds as well as the Ace of Hearts here. And this double ace influence can make you impulsive. And it is actually a symbol of courage, though. But you need to often incorporate wisdom to combine that with your courage and direct that towards your actions for a successful outcome. I hope you got that.
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm almost done. I have the 6 of Hearts. And this is a Peacemaker card. And this is a card of peace, harmony, and stability in love and family. And okay, this stability can make for a satisfying life or boring life. It all depends on how the individual handles this. Okay. And your success would probably lie within the context of this reading with communication fields. Okay, and winding down here, I have the King of Diamonds. Ooh. Successful business person is the title of this card, a master of values, finances, and business. And you can do well in any business pursuits, and implying your inherited knowledge, and that brings much success. Often very successful people, the head of your own business rather than working for others. And this word mercenary comes up again. You can be very mercenary when it comes to money and business. but you don't have to be. And I hope you got something from that.
I did. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Okay. Okay. All right. So thank you, Tisha, for using for allowing us to use you as our example. But yes. So Aisha, you should pat yourself on the back. Aisha has how long you been mentoring under me?
Just over a month.
You see that, Peach?
I see it.
She a six of clubs like Monte Zaka.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
That
That makes a lot of sense.
They just naturally got it going on. Hey, Andres, you coming from a fundraising campaign?
No, I'm coming from dinner. I had a long ass day.
Oh shit. Well, we'll talk. Homegirl.
Yes.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right. So let's do the distance spread, guys. The distance spread requires for us to draw another 8 cards, and we're gonna see what's outside of Tisha's control. Okay. Okay, so you all place your cards like this, and now we are doing the distance spread. All right, so these are things that just cannot be changed, unfortunately, okay? How do you read these? We're going to follow through with the Gypsy Witch system again, okay? First, we're going to look at the instructions on all of our cards, and then we're going to follow the instructions on our cards, okay? Everybody got that? Cool. Okay, so I don't have any instructions to follow. All right, I have no instructions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an oracle card reading about what's outside of her control. Okay, so what I see is that you have the rose, which indicates very good health, the card of success, and the bear. So this means that what's out of your control right now is that, you know, as far as your finances go, that your finances are fine. So I see financial stability. This could be speaking back to when Aisha was saying you don't need to be a mercenary, you don't have to be aggressive in pursuing money or business opportunity, that everything's provided for you. I have the eyes, which signifies suspicion. So I don't know if this is you or your partner that's suspicious, but I feel like it's you. And here's why: because this card is on the same row that you are in. Okay, so I'm led to believe that you're suspicious, and perhaps suspicion or being suspicious is something that you had problems with in relationships in general, and you just don't know how to stop being suspicious. You have the book, and you have the book here. So this means that this means this is a project that's been complete, or a mystery that has to be unlocked. So this is out of your control. You're suspicious of the person that you're dating, and you do have a lot more that you need to learn about them. And that's just the way it is. You just gotta accept it. You have the tower, the pig, and the mountain. So the pig let me know that no matter what the rest of the cards are, you got really good fortune. This lets me know that there is more that you have to learn about this person. The mountain just represents a mighty enemy. So the enemy could be the person that you're in a relationship with. The enemy could also just be yourself. Oh, Andrews, you look good, girl. The enemy could also be you just the day-to-day obstacles in your relationship. Now, the tower, the pig, and the mountains are letting me know that the tower, okay, the towers, always comes crashing down. It represents dramatic change. There's dramatic change that's in your relationship that's out of your control. Things are changing, but it's for the good. You just can't see it right now. You can't see the good in what's being revealed to you, but it will come later. And you're suspicious about what's being revealed. You feel like there may be strings attached to it, but it's still for the better. That being said, I also think that no matter what happens in this relationship, no matter how deeply you involve yourself in it, I don't think that you're going to get caught up in messy ass finances. You may, and here's the other thing. There's the book, you have the book, the safe, the woman, the clouds, the eye. So you are suspicious about this person that you're in a relationship with. You feel like there are some things that you may find out that are going to cause you to lose them or cause you to want to let them go. But it doesn't seem to be that way. It actually seems like you're going through some very normal challenges in relationships because you have the mountains, the wine, which means that you want to be happy, but then you have the clouds. You want to be happy, but there's just some dark omen that you can't get over. And it's because of a message that was delivered to you about the security of your relationship. Okay? Let's go down the next row. There's a lot of success in this partnership. There's a lot of good stuff that we can say about this partnership. I don't see much bad about you being with this person, okay? They're actually saying that this person unlocks the key to your success, or you're the key to this person's success. Not only that, I see that you are basically you're speculating out on losing the opportunity to get married to this person. I see that you really want marriage to happen. And I see that you're in love, and I also see that this is a genuine friendship, so you can't let it go. Now, I could do a traditional cartomancy reading. Okay, got the 10 of clubs, the 3 of spades, the 8 of spades. The 8 of spades is the card of preaching to me. So it's like you're preaching about this person doing 2 things at once or trying to learn 2 things at once. But the thing is that you're going to have to teach them 2 things at once. I don't know what you're going to be teaching them that's going to help you to help you in this relationship, but it's like it's out of your control. Whatever you have to teach them, whatever they have to learn, it seems like it's out of your control, meaning that you have to do it. The Jack of Hearts represents sacrifice. The 4 of Spades represents the house or the home, okay? Or stability at work. So you're going to have to sacrifice something to help this person find stability on their job. You have the 9 of Spades, the Jack of Clubs, and the King of Clubs. So this is saying that there's something that needs to end as far as like a new initiation into a higher realm of consciousness. So perhaps if you educate this person, they're going to let go of things that no longer serve them. It will be the completion of a cycle, and it will initiate them into a higher realm of consciousness, okay? The King of Clubs represents intellectual and spiritual mastery. So this person then is able to put into practice things that they already know about life, okay? Was there anything that was unclear, Tisha?
No, it was clear. I got it.
Okay.
Huganzo,
Yes, ma'am.
can I just say this is amazing? I pulled so many of the same cards that you did for the distance reading.
You a 6 of Clubs, girl. That don't surprise me.
The Jack of Spades or the bear, the pig. I also got the stork card, which reinforces this moving And I got a card that you didn't get, which is the Rider, which is a sign of good news. And it's right next to an 11. So it's telling me that this could be intercepted and not be good news, because it's sitting right next to this 11, the fox, which was speaking of the the distrusting acquaintances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give her reading?
I'm sorry?
Can you give her reading?
Like cartomancy reading?
Well, you were telling, I think in your enthusiasm,
Mm-hmm.
you were highlighting the synchronicity between what we drew, but it
Yeah.
didn't exactly. It's not exactly standing on, the foundation of the reading. I'm sorry. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So
If all you can give is traditional cartomancy reading, do like Priestess Peach Blossom and Hoodoo. Use what you got.
okay, hold on one moment. I'll grab this book. I'm gonna try to clarify the Jack of Hearts. Sacrifice through love is. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Jack of Diamonds. Pardon me. And it's the salesperson card sitting next to the Ace of Hearts. So I'm gonna see if that says anything. Desire for love, salesperson. I think you should just be careful of making mistakes, especially with people that you distrust. But I'm gonna move on to my bottom row here, and these are all really good outcomes. And I have the love card, the bouquet of flowers card, and the pig card all on this row. And I think that goes back to what Huganso said, that no matter what the difficulties you might run into, your outcome speaks of really good love, outcomes in love, a happy and long life, and phenomenal luck and great abundance. So just maybe some things you have to watch out for right now in these present moments. I hope that is sufficient.
It is. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. So thank you for that, Aisha. This video is so good. I'm so impressed with you. I'm just so glad that this is gonna be the Gypsy Witch video for people to learn from. Okay, guys. Do you all have any other questions about the Gypsy Witch system? I hope that demonstrate how to use this system.
Yes.
Thank you, Montrese. Do I have any other questions? Speak now or forever hold thy peace until a one-on-one consultation. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to end this live Zoom meeting. Thank y'all for being so patient with me. Thank y'all thank you, Priestess Peach Blossom, for the sophisticated Sunday that you helped me with earlier. That was lovely.
You're welcome.
And thank you for staying on to see how this works. I hope I explained this Gypsy Witch system to y'all. Like I said, that little book that they gave y'all ain't shit. And it took me a little minute to figure out what the hell this was talking about. But as soon as I figured it out, I said, bitch, I got it. I got it. Okay? So I kind of had to teach myself. It took me like 2 hours, but I figured it out. Anyway, y'all, I'll leave you all with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I've been your teacher for today, Huganzo. And remember, the truth is always collaborative. Bye.